Gadget. So, with which gadget's passive doesn't have a passive? What do you guys think her passive should be?
What was it before?
She didn't have passive.
Oh,
She never had a passive. Yeah. So I think. So if I was Gadget, Gadget is so like out of all the characters, so like Howitzer's kind of a utility mage, Bellica's an anti-ability mage, Gideon is this rock boy. He's kind of an artillery mage. But when I think of Gadget, I think she is the true artillery mage of the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think her passive should have something to do with
idea. What if her basic attacks chains to people?
chains to people.
Because electricity chains, right?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but that's broken.
Well, obviously it's gonna reduce damage the
Yeah,
more
like
people it hits.
each chain deals less damage, and whoever's closest to her gets the the highest amount.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Her electricity chains to multiple people
Her
dealing.
basic attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know why I don't like that? Because it really, really makes me think that we just put an Aurora alt as a basic. And like I know it won't be do as much damage, but like you know what I mean? That chain
Mm.
reaction. But I do like the idea. Like I'm visualizing it and it looks really cool, but would it be
It would
too
make
broken?
her. It would make laning kind of weird.
Yeah. It would, yeah.
Well, what if it changed to minions as well?
Yeah, like that's my like you'd just
Yeah.
be like clearing minions a lot quicker.
Okay, yeah.
Um, and like I don't know if that would be.
A good idea or not.
I don't know. Maybe it would be. I don't
We'll
know.
put a
I
question
think it
mark
would
by
be
it. We'll put a
okay.
question mark by it. So now we're on to the passive. If I was to give Gadget a passive, hmm. If I was to give Gadget a passive, I would.
I thought that was the passive.
Oh, her electricity chains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that
Oh
was gonna
shit!
be her
I
passive.
did not understand what you're saying. That makes more sense.
No. Um. Um. So also thinking, well, if there was like a passive that like she got like stacks of like mana regen or something like that.
Just give her mana regen.
Well, like if she got a kill, like for every like hero kill that she gets like bonus mana regen for a certain amount of time, maybe. And it could be like bioenergy or something like that. Like the heat released from like the killed enemy or something like that gives her like I don't know 50% bonus mana regen
Hmm.
for like 5 seconds, and it would help her in like team fights a bit more.
It would.
Um,
It
and
would
like
help.
it
It
would
would help quite a
reward for
bit. It would
kills.
help quite a bit.
What if she recharges her energy or ability hits?
Yeah, it could even be cooldown reduction. That might even be better.
But recharges, I mean recharge mana.
Ah, yeah.
She gets mana.
But then, wouldn't it make her abilities free, basically? Because it's hard to mess with her.
No, 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 no. I don't think so. Is it
Maybe
hard to?
make the radius of her little drone a little smaller, so
Yeah,
that you actually have to like
that
aim
could
it
work.
better.
Same ability. Radius a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Same ability, radius of a bit smaller. So now we're on to the RMB, which if we look at her RMB, we have Gadget deploys an airborne bot projectile that can be reactivated to stop in place and begin dealing ability damage. Oh yeah, she like puts something over. It's kind of like her AOE. She puts something over your head and it just deals ability damage going down, down, and down. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
I like it. I always liked that ability a lot. Personally, I always thought it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gadget was my main mid lane. All out her kits.
Um, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, I think having that ability because it was almost like microwave. Uh, microwave emissions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, I always thought that was cool.
Gadget deploys a gate that gives allies. So we're still talking with R&B. Sorry. So you think that our R&B should change or not change?
I think leave it.
Just leave it. Seek and destroy.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every mage has their AOE sort of, and this is the AOE. You know what I mean? Like this hits multiple people at once,
Her Q did the same, I think.
but doesn't hit multiple people. Only attacks onto one
It,
person.
it can if they're close to each other.
Oh, can it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or was it E?
yeah,
I
it
think it
can
was E.
with any unit in the area. Hmm. Hmm. So we'll just keep her R&B ability the same. Gadget puts a drone in the air. AOE damage.
I remember I was one-shotting people under Gideon's ult with that mine.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can see that mine doing a bit of damage if it's hitting everyone, and it's only a Q. So, now we're on to the E ability. So, Gadget deploys a gate that gives allies a 30 to 45% movement speed boost that decays over 4 seconds. What do you guys think about our speed gate? Should that be the same or should it be changed?
Mm,
I think it should slow people or enemy if they go through it.
I think that'd be cool.
You think it'd be better if it slowed people? It would be kind of
No,
cool.
no.
It would be more of a
Gives you
skill shot.
speed. Giving you speed still, but slows enemies.
Oh, and also slows enemy.
Yeah,
Whoa, that sounds broken
because
as
in the
hell.
game it was not good to be honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Who pass through it as well as gives ally speed boost. That's actually really good. I think that'd be really cool. Like there
Yeah.
might be some number tweaking and it might be a bit broken, but
Yeah.
they can always change it. So
It would give it more applications in a combat sense because a lot of the time it would just be like the mine and the seek and destroy that you were mainly fighting with. But at least with that, it would give it an ability. You could just place it in the middle of a team fight, and some
mhm.
people are getting slowed.
Yeah, because it wasn't really
Um,
useful in a team fight at all.
It was
no,
always used as an escape, and it was bad at that job.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the best ability. So I said for her R, we has the same as usual, but the ticks are slightly slower. So you're not hitting people for massive amounts of damage.
yeah,
Do you
I'm pretty sure they did slow it down.
slow it more? And they did slow it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they did slow it.
The damage is increased by 75% every 0.25 seconds.
It's
Isn't that
insane.
wild?
It's amazing.
And it applies a movement speed slow, which it needs. I can agree to that.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's that broken.
It's not
Like,
broken. It's really good.
I think it's well balanced.
Okay, so it's
Because so many heroes have so many escapes that's like it's fine.
it's easy to get out of, but if you're stuck in it, you're screwed. Which I
Yeah,
mean,
so
she is
is
a
this getting
mage.
his own.
She is a mage. Yeah, that's
I
true.
wanted to make more noise. I don't know if that's like weird, but I wanted to have a bit more presence on the field. Um, like,
To be like a Tesla coil, really loud sound.
like, because a lot of ultimates they have a very clear. You know what's being used. You know what's coming. You know what's
Oh, I see
happening.
what you
But like, what I always found about Tesla Dome is I didn't know it was happening until I was almost dead.
Hmm.
And like I always wondered like if there was like maybe if she said something or if the Tesla Dome made like a specific sound
But
like a
maybe that's what
whistling.
makes the Tesla Dome actually worth it too.
The Tesla Dome was pretty much instant ult.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was always just like got
Oh,
put down and then you were dead.
yeah, that's true. So you say some kind of audio cue?
Yeah, like a better audio presence and because like I always just felt like it was never because like with howitzer for example like you hear the and then the you know what I mean like you know it's being used and you're making a lot of sound but I always felt with gadget's alt it felt like I was using like I knew it was an ultimate because it did a ton of damage but it felt
Mm-hmm.
like I was still just using another ability.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my ultimate. The only reason I knew it was an ultimate was because of how quickly I was killing everything.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. That's just like certain and like with Murdoch's ult, you know, like the you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
the
yeah. You
laser
always know.
turning it.
So, and I can agree to that. I remember, I felt like you're always getting hit by a tick or two because it was just instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fine, but imagine if you heard something. It might make it too easy though. That's the problem.
Because what I've been saying that howitzer dropping ult is kind of slow. It gives a lot of warnings.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but I think it's good. He goes up in the air pretty fast though. He's like, and then everything drops.
Hmm.
That's true. Yeah. Hmm. So what do you guys think about Howitzer and Gadget so far? So we got Howitzer. We got the passive is really the big change. Every fifth basic attack gives you lock on, or you get increased attack speed and reduced cooldown time. Pretty good. And we got
Yeah.
Gadget where her electricity hits multiple people at once, which is kind of cool. So would that work with her slow also, the passive? With her E ability?
No, only her basic attacks.
Only her
Yeah, just
basic
the basic.
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only for basic attacks. Oh boy. Awesome. So we got that. So, okay. And let's move on to the last character, Kalari.
Can
So,
we not discuss this
we
with
already discussed